Hello and welcome to my landscape video painting number 2. My palette for this painting will be burnt umber, raw sienna, green earth, yellow ochre, lead tin yellow, substitute cadmium yellow light, vermilion, substitute cadmium red, ultramarine blue, and white. I move directly to the use of brown paint to sketch on my composition. Here I am using burnt umber. The ground or imprimatura was applied thinly with a streaky texture. I used burnt umber with a little white to give it a neutral light brown creamy color. Right now I am just sketching in the composition. I keep the sketch very fluid by diluting the paint with a lot of turpentine. The first stages of the painting are very fluid and loose. I am using the medium I made in my previous video. This medium dries quickly if applied in thin layers, and I can glaze layer upon layer right away. If you're interested in making this medium, you can check out my other video titled How to Make Oil Painting Medium for Glazing and Layering. Once I have finished the first underpainting in burnt umber, I start blocking in my local color. I continue with fluid paint and layering. Here I am using raw sienna, yellow ochre, and some green earth. I make different shades of greens and browns for the leaves and bushes. For the tree trunks, I am using raw sienna with a little burnt umber. I will also use this color to strengthen the shadows elsewhere. I am building up the painting layer upon layer in fluid washes of paint. As I add layers of glazes, I use less turpentine in areas where I want thicker paint. Now I start blocking in the sky, in the far distance. I am using ultramarine blue, vermilion, and white for the most distant mountain. Now I add a little green earth and vermilion with a touch of ultramarine blue for the distant hills and trees. For the trees in the middle ground, this is the same mixture I used before: raw sienna, yellow ochre, and green earth. This is just green earth. For the light grass, I am using lead tin yellow mixed with a little white. You can substitute lead tin yellow with cadmium yellow light. Here I am using green earth mixed with a little Van Dyke brown. And here I added just a little more Van Dyke brown to the green earth to make it darker. Now I'm using burnt umber and thin glazes to make shadows darker. I continue to glaze burnt umber to create strong relief between shadow and light. For deeper shadows, I use burnt umber dark. For the house, I start with green underpainting in the shadows, and then add pinks and highlights. Using only green earth, I strengthened the shadows of the trees and foliage. Here I turn the panel sideways so I can better paint the leaves. Now I'm just finishing up the final touches. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel and click that like button. More videos to come soon. Thank you.